comic book community, and welcome to another episode of Preview Reviews. And first of all, guest starring with me in this episode is Mike and Cody.
How y'all doing?
And I saw this preview, and a lot of you people have been telling me to stick on this comic. I did. I'm happy I did. And now there's a big thing going on in this comic all throughout the month of February. So they let a preview out today on CBR.com, on all comic book news sites actually, and I figured why not run down a little bit of my thoughts and Cody and Mike's thoughts on basically the 3 pages that they gave us. And what we're talking about, if you guys didn't know already, you can see the cover because it probably started this. It is what's going to start this video off. Is Venom number 13. Now number 13 is going to have 6 parts. The 6th part is Venom issue 14. So everything else is going to be a point. Point 1, point 2, point 3, and point 4. And then it's all going to conclude in 14. It's going to have guest stars of X-23, Ghost Rider, the female one, and Red Hulk. And let me tell you guys, for those of you who didn't know, Red Hulk is the first person that actually shows up. Who didn't see that coming from Avenging Spider-Man, huh, Cody?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let's not take too long on this intro. Really quick on the cover, though, I would like to say that I do not like the way they drew X-23 a bit. That's just my opinion. I will get more in depth with the cover, I guess, when we do the comic book rundown for next week. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the cover art on X-23. But let's go inside the book now to page 1, where we see a drunk Flash Thompson talking about his sorrows with his dad, and basically his more of the old, oh, I had a shitty childhood, boo-hoo, I'm a sad person and I blame everything on my mother for not doing anything. And then the Red Hulk comes barging through the wall. My opinion on this first page is I really don't like the pity trip. We've seen this for a while. I mean, it does explain, it does build on the Flash Thompson character. However, I don't want to whiny Venom too much, and it just seems a little bit like he whines and is too much blaming his past. What do you think, Mike?
We need Eddie Brock back at least, because he was more of whatever life threw at him, he just dealt with it and just was strong enough to go through it. See, this Flash Thompson guy, he keeps talking about his life over and over and over again.
With his dad. With
his dad, and we already know that. I mean, we don't want to hear, I mean, part of being a villain...
He's not a villain, he's more of an anti-hero.
Okay, well, an anti-hero. Well, it's kind of like villain, anti-hero kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not part of that character to always, like, bring the sorrow in it and then not be strong about, such as Eddie Brock.
Right, but Eddie Brock lost his job, lost everything, all because of Spider-Man.
Right, but then he actually didn't keep repeating himself over and over again. He just dealt with it. He worked out more just to be stronger than Spider-Man to get revenge. But he didn't actually just stand there and drink and say, oh, I'm not going to do anything about it. You gotta, for this character, I feel that Flash Thompson's not one of the strongest characters that could not be like Eddie Brock, because you can't outbeat Eddie Brock, not even the looks, so to say.
I guess. But what do you think, Cody?
That's my take.
Yeah. On page 1, you mean?
Oh, yeah, on page 1, yeah.
What do you think, Cody, on page 1?
On page 1?
Yeah, we're on page 1.
See, I don't know, what would you classify Flash Thompson as? More like an anti-hero at the moment, or like...
Anti-hero. On the run from the law, definitely at the moment, yeah.
Well, this kind of thing always usually happens to the anti-protagonist, where they have the drinking game, they play the drinking game, realize the events in their past life, wish they could change it, blame this, blame that, blah, blah, blah. So I guess a little bit of backstory isn't bad, but the problem that it's a common thing to do this with a lot of anti-heroes. So I feel that it's a scenario that they could just avoid it altogether. And the Red Hulk crashing through like oh fuck, what is that giant red bowl of fruit punch or whatever? Oh god, what is the name? The I can't remember the drink, but that commercial with that fruit bowl guy just like crashed the.
Oh, Hawaiian Punch.
Oh yeah.
Or Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, that was it.
Yeah.
The Kool-Aid guy just completely bashing through the wall. It's no.
Well, he's not saying, "Oh yeah," he's saying housekeeping.
Housekeeping. So I don't know. I'm really excited for this crossover. I mean, I'm not really happy about all the point ones and how much money it's going to cost. But then again, the points I think are only $2.99 books each, and Venom is also $2.99 in and of itself, I believe. No, it's a $3.99 book actually. I'm sorry, it's a $3.99 book. So hopefully the point ones at least will only be $2.99. Yeah, so that's page 1. I wouldn't expect the Red Hulk to make any other type of entrance but that. Moving to the next page, basically idle threats Red Hulk is giving towards Flash Thompson, and then this part I kind of don't understand. The Venom symbiote attacks Red Hulk, but it doesn't just attack Red Hulk, it tries to bond with him. And Red Hulk runs off, and it's like, what's going on? And even Flash Thompson's like, what the hell? And yeah, the Venom symbiote basically tries its hardest to bond with Hulk, and I don't understand why the symbiote would do that. Maybe it was to get rid of the Red Hulk, get him away from Flash Thompson, but at the same time it's like, why? Interesting seeing the Red Hulk mixed with Venom though. What about you, Mike?
Well, never thought I actually see this combination of Red Hulk and Venom actually bonding, but it does look sick. But in a way, you know, I really thought like what you said, it would attack the Hulk, whereas it just bonded with him. And on the bomb page,
tried to bond with him.
Yeah, tried to bond with him. And on the bomb page, when I saw the "We Are," I remember the quote, you know, "We are Venom" thing.
Well, he didn't say "We are Venom." He said "We are."
He said
and
"We
don't
are."
Want this.
Yeah, it kind of actually just brought that out. But all in all, we do get a nice look of what it would look like if Venom bonded with the Hulk. I mean, Hulk's bigger than the symbiote itself, as you can see in the middle panel.
Yeah, it was just weird.
It was weird, though. Very weird and odd to see.
What do you think, Cody, about page 2?
Personally not a fan of a symbiote that was once, you know, the main, pretty much a part of Eddie Brock attached to the Hulk, or a Hulk for that matter. The scenario is, at best, I guess you could say it's comical, but I understand to give it comic relief, but this is supposed to be a story about an anti-protagonist or an anti-hero. Make it a little bit better. Then again, Spawn also had a lot of comical moments, but
I think it could work. The pages that they gave us, really, all I'm getting out of the first 2 pages alone are the entrance of the Red Hulk and the way the symbiote is protecting Flash Thompson, and a little teaser of like Red Hulk, like Venom Red Hulk for like 2 panels. Because as we go into the next page, which is the final page of the preview, the symbiote leaves Red Hulk. Red Hulk goes crashing into a gas station, big explosion. All of a sudden, Flash Thompson's back in the Venom suit. Won't let the Venom suit take control because he knows he's drunk. But at the same time, he's like, I'm not letting it take control. And he's like, I got to do something before. And then the Red Hulk crashes down and does the cliche, funny Hulk line that everybody loves so much, Hulk smash, with an evil, evil grin.
There has got to be more of the storyline, because how does the symbiote all of a sudden go on Eddie Brock, and then how and when and where did this explosion happen? There has to be more to that page from what I see, because when you read a story and if it doesn't actually explain it, then you can't actually draw conclusions of how and why this happened. But that's my take on it. There's just there has to be more. I'm
anxious to see what happens next, because next you can tell it's going to be Venom versus Red Hulk, and there are 3 other characters, like I said, that are going to be guest starring here. It's going to be interesting to see if it's going to be a fight against all these people, or if they're going to all fight against each other and then come together, because there's got to be some common cause here. But at the same time, the preview leaves me off wondering what happens next. I'm glad I got this issue. I'll be getting it next week. I'm looking forward to it. What about you, Cody, now?
Real quick, I said, you say common cause, which I was going with the common ground word.
Okay. Common ground.
Either way, same deal. Personally, and I probably am going to get the whole, I'm biased towards Marvel deal, but I think this is stupid. I really don't. What does it remind you of? The first look of it, it's like, what does it remind you of? This whole thing.
Avenging Spider-Man.
Exactly.
But that's because you brought it to my attention.
It reminds. It's just the opposite of Avenging Spider-Man. Now we have the Flash Thompson, and ironically, the first character that, just like in Avenging Spider-Man, is Red Hulk and Venom. It's too similar. It's an idea that's already in play. Why make a side protagonist?
Well, they gotta make the Red Hulk right now front and center, because the Green Hulk is no longer, quote-unquote, attached to Bruce Banner. So the whole storyline with the Green Hulk is still about struggling with being separated from Bruce Banner. So Red Hulk is now basically the focal point of not only the Avenger titles, but basically any title that needs a Hulk.
I mean, I understand it, but personally, I just don't like it. It just looks like a boring story. It shouldn't. It doesn't look interesting at all. It just looks like another version of Marvel team-ups. This time, instead of Avenging Spider-Man, we have Flash Thompson and Venom. Don't get me wrong, I like X-23 and whatnot, but it's another version of team-ups. That's all I got. I just think it's stupid.
Okay, so you don't like it. Mike, what do you think of it before I give my opinion?
I think that it's going to be interesting to see this type of action happen in the comic book. And, hey, I mean, anything's possible for what happens after this. But to me, I really just think it's a very cool and yet interesting idea on my take of the comic book.
Okay, personally, Marvel's doing a lot of team-ups lately, and I'm not against it, because we read the Spider-Man Daredevil team-up. There's soon to be another Spider-Man Daredevil team-up with the addition of the Punisher, only it doesn't coincide with Amazing and Daredevil. It's going to coincide with Avenging Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Punisher. So instead of it being Amazing, it'll be Avenging. So I like the whole titles that are sharing, storylines with other titles. I mean, it does try to sell other books, but this isn't selling other books. This isn't reaching out to X-23. This isn't reaching out to Ghost Rider, and this isn't reaching out to Red Hulk or Hulk.
Yeah, but wasn't there a part where Punisher didn't like the Spider-Man Daredevil? I mean, it's kind of amazing to see the Punisher working with the two people he really didn't like working with, because he really didn't.
Yeah, but that's another. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about that when the time comes. We're talking about Venom right now.
No, I'm just saying for that part alone. I know we're talking about Venom now, but I'm just putting it out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. But with Venom, it's not like we're getting X-23 crossing into it and Ghost Rider. We're getting points. Point 1, point 2, point 3, and point 4 this month. So basically, every single week, this month, every single week there's going to be a Venom book. And it's all going to be number 13, except the next week we're getting 13 flat. Just the number 13. Then in 2 weeks we're getting 13.1, which is probably going to be Red Hulk. Because, let's face it, the Red Hulk was the first person to show up in the book. Then probably next will be either Ghost Rider or X-23, followed directly behind by the other one. And then there'll be another one focused on Venom. Maybe the first part will be focused on Venom, and then it'll go into the Hulk, the Red Hulk in part 2. And then 3 and 4 will be between Ghost Rider and X-23. All concluding at the beginning of March with Venom 14. And I think this is all leading into Venom joining the Secret Avengers, because we all know, as of March, Venom is going to be in... it's been spoiled already. You've seen the covers. I don't know if it's March or April. I don't want to be wrong here. But we all know Venom's joining the Secret Avengers, and I believe Red Hulk is also... No, Red Hulk is... Never mind. But we all know Venom's joining the Secret Avengers, so this might lead into it. It might have a part to it. We don't know, but I have a feeling it'll be something. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing Red Hulk versus Venom in this comic, and we're only talking about this comic, so there you go. Anyway, guys... Hope you enjoyed this preview review. If you're interested, it's Venom number 13 again. And hope this helped you guys out a bit. Alright guys, take care. See you later.
Later guys.
Have a nice day.